Okay, so good morning to all. Again, welcome back for discussion of spectrum of mobile computing. What do you mean the spectrum? The spectrum is nothing in the range of the frequency, and spreading of the spectrum, it means that to increase the range of the your frequencies, or to increase the range of your transmitting area for the better transmission, right? So having the following features: band of signals occupy a wide range of frequencies, power density is very low, energy is widespread. So these are the features of the spread spectrum. Clear now? With these features, the spread spectrum signals are highly resistant to interference or jamming. So apart of these features, it's also the having some highly resistant to interference and the jamming process, because during the communication these two factors, interference or jamming, these two is a very important factor, because the much interference lowest your quality of the signal, right now. So because interference means the number of the obstacles, suppose the noise level will increase in your signal, then the quality of transmit or quality of signal also the decrease. It is directly proportional. When the noise level will increase, that means the quality of the signal will be decrease, right? So spread spectrum is a technique through which you can minimize this interference and the jamming process. So multiple users can share the same spread spectrum bandwidth without interfering with one another. This can be also called multiple access technique, because within that spectrum multiple users use the same frequency or bandwidth to transmit the signal. So it is also known as the multiple access technique. So next is your spread spectrum are two types. One is your frequency hop spectrum and the direct frequency spread spectrum. So first we'll discuss about the frequency hop spread spectrum. In frequency hop spread spectrum, the total available bandwidth is split into many channels of smaller bandwidth plus guard space between the channels. Transmitter and receiver stay on one of the channels for a certain time and then hop to another channel. So hop means jump or changing of one location to another location, that is known as the hop. So why the hopping is required in the transmitting? Because hopping is required for the reuse of your frequencies. Okay, so reuse the concept generally used in your communication system. Because why the reuse concept is used? Because the number of the channels, available channels, is very much less compared to the available of the cell phones in a particular range or in a particular cellular system. Clear now? So that's why you can use this technique of the frequency reuse technique. In this technique, as example, what is the reuse technique? Suppose in a range of frequencies or in a particular cell, suppose there are 5 mobile phones are working, but 3 frequencies available. So what happened? Now these 3 frequencies now is allotted or is used by 3 mobiles. Then what about the 2? Now 2 mobiles phone now listening the voice call, all channels are busy. That means no frequency is not free to allocate to your mobile phone. So they must wait, and if one fast call or second call, third call, which are using the frequencies, suppose that call is terminated or call is over, then that frequency is now allocated to the person which is in the waiting queue. Clear now? So that is known as the reuse system. So that means when the call is made, the transmitter and receiver both are present in that channel or in that frequency. When the call is ended or call is terminated, immediately that frequency is transmitted to another transmitter and the receiver. That means one mobile phone which is make the call, it is known as the transmitter, and the phone is receive the call, is known as the receiver, right now. So that is known as the hopping system. Next, the total amount of time spent by that transmitter and receiver in a particular frequency is known as the dwell time. So for FHS, again the two type, one is of slow hopping, another one is of fast hopping. In slow hopping, the transmitter use one frequency for several bit periods, but in the fast hopping system, the transmitter changes the frequency several times during the transmission of a single bit. So that is the difference between FHS, fast FH, your hopping and the slow hopping. Clear? Next, come to the your direct sequence spectrum. DSS is another thing. Whenever a user wants to send data using this DSS technique, each and every bit of the user data is multiplied by a secret code called as chipping code. And this chipping code is nothing but the spreading code which is multiplied with the original message and transmitted. The receiver uses the same code to retrieve the original message. So it is a coded thing. Coded thing means your signal, your original signal, it's definitely it is in a coded form, it is digital form. That means 100110 in this form, right? So in this technique, we are multiplying a secret code, which is known as the chipping code or chipper code. Right now, that code is multiplied with the each bit of the original signal. So definitely there is a new coded signal will be generated, and now that new coded signal will be transmitted from the transmitter to the receiver end. Right? Then what will happen in the receiver part? The receiver end received the signal and decoded that signal. Right? So suppose during the decodation there are two things there. Original signal is there and the cipher code is there. So first you eliminate that cipher code from the original signal, then you will retrieve the original signal. So to decoding, for the decoding purpose, the receiver use the same cipher code, right now chipping code used in the transmitting area, then it will get the original message. Clear? So that is known as the your spread spectrum. There are two types, one is your FHS, frequency of spread spectrum, and the direct sequence spread spectrum. Clear? So next is your after that is the comparison between FHS and DSS or CDMA. In FHS, multiple frequency are used, but DSS single frequency is used. Hard to find user's frequency at any instance of time, but here user frequency once alerted is always the same. Frequency reuse is allowed, frequency reuse not allowed. That means in FHS, you can reuse the frequency. That means that frequency channel is frequently changes from one user to another user. But here in the DSS system, like the lease line, once the frequency is allotted by a particular user, that frequency cannot be used by the other peoples. Clear? Next is your sender need not wait, but sender has to wait if the spectrum is busy in the DSS case. Why? Now FHS, in the FHS system, there is the reuse concept. Suppose the first frequency which is allotted is not free, then automatically to shift it to another frequency for make a call. Power strength of signal is very high, power strength of signal is low in DSS case, stronger and penetrates through the obstacles, but it is weaker compared to FHS. It is never affected by the interference, but it can be affected by the interference. FHS case it is cheaper, but DSS case it is expensive. And FHS case this is the commonly used technique, but DSS case this technique is not frequently used. Okay. So that is the difference between the FHS and the DSS system. Clear? Okay, so next we're going to discuss